Hello, everybody. Welcome to Who Is Better Season 2, Episode 7. I am one of your hosts, Daniel, and your judge today, joined by my other two hosts.
It's Berman.
And Chris, man.
All right, so today we got in one corner from El Paso, Eddie Guerrero. Why are you representing this wrestler today, Chris?
Because he's the best wrestler. He pioneered the sport, and everyone uses his moves all the time. So he's the GOAT.
All
And, he,
right,
and
and
he's
then,
not short like Rey Mysterio. Thank you.
all right, and then in the other corner from California, I think San Diego. It is Rey Mysterio Berman. Why are you representing this wrestler today?
Because Rey Mysterio is one of the best luchadors of all time. I did say a lot of crap about Phoenix, about him when I was representing Phoenix, but Rey Mysterio is still one of my favorites. That's why I pick him, and he's not a child stealer like Eddie Guerrero.
He's not a child.
Oh,
Dominic belongs to Eddie. Everyone knows that.
okay. Well, let's dive in to the first category, the entrance and themes. Eddie Guerrero has Latino heat, and his other theme, lie, cheat, and steal. While Rey Mysterio has the 2000s version of Booyaka 619, and then there's also the modern version now. So, sorry about the words, y'all. Anyways, what do you guys think? The first person to be speaking will be Berman. Who has the better entrance and why?
Because I would say the Rey Mysterio. Booyaka 619 and the 619 today's is just so good, and with him coming out and having like this pointing up in the sky and just have everyone getting a hype because everyone who hears this every time someone when they says booyaka booyaka or people say that or people chant 619 as soon as they say it, and maybe people like to sing along with it. It's just so hype when you hear the sound of it. And every time he walks down the ring, he sees some like people with luchador hats, and he presses his head on it, kind of like praying with them or something like that. I do love that. That's why I think Rey Mysterio has the best entrance and theme. It just makes people hype and it's very inspirational.
Okay, Chris, your response.
Our response is yes, Buyuka is legendary, but it will never defeat the hotness of Latino heat. That thing goes so hard, and not to mention the lie, cheat, and still is on its own level. And I'm sorry, Berman, but Buyuka is overused. It's you can't even say it's a brand new song because it's been remixed, it's been done to death. I like it too, but that's just a ripoff of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. If I'm being quite honest here, am I right, Daniel?
No.
You're wrong, Daniel. Point is,
And don't
my
badmouth your judge.
well, he's not my judge.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're
You
not.
sure?
I am the judge today.
Well, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna cheat, and then I'm gonna steal. This
To
debate.
victory. I see.
Not how you're gonna do that, but
We'll see. But anywho, like I said before, Latino Hood's legendary. Lighting Chill still is way more catchy than Booyaka. And like I said, Booyaka's already been done already. It's just a remix of the same damn song. So that's not very original. So just for that, it's not creative. It was cool at first, but how many times can you truly remake it, man? Before it gets
All
old.
right. So, um,
I'm done.
you're done,
I'm done.
Berman. You got a response?
nothing. I just say that 619 is probably the better than Latino Heat and Light Cheat and Steel.
All right. So, I think all these themes are legendary, but if we're talking catchiness, really the memorability of the entrance, how incredible the entrance is, they're both amazing. But the edge goes to Rey Mysterio.
Are you
Eddie
serious?
Yuck, yuck.
Eddie 0,
Are you serious?
Ray 1. Next category. The second category is the finisher. We got Eddie Guerrero's Frog Splash versus Rey Mysterio 619. Chris, who has the better finisher and why?
The Frog Splash is a better finisher just due to the fact that even him being gone, you see many wrestlers that he still use that move, including Sasha Banks, many guys doing. Oh, and his three amigos, right? I forgot about that, but it's okay.
That's more like a signature thing.
True. But I feel like Frog Splash is more iconic than the 619. I mean, yeah, sure, the 619 is kind of simple. And if I'm being honest, that's not going to hurt anybody. It's kind of just a slow little kick off the ropes and then a nice little jump. I mean, that's cool. But the Frog Splash, it's its own legacy. And that man started it, and it's still being used today, even shit as some people's finishers. So that alone, I'm giving it to the Frog Splash.
Berman's response.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the same thing with the 619. Exact same thing as a frog splash. 619 is the exact same. Everyone uses it. Will Ospreay uses it. Freaking Io Shirai uses it. Pretty much every single people who is a high flyer uses a 619, and it's pretty much the most original move that Rey Mysterio picked up and uses it. It's probably the most original. And when he uses the 619, he combos it one with his frog splash to honor Eddie Guerrero because he died. So he's honoring that. And he uses the West Coast Pop, which is the Dragon Rana. A great finish, one of the best ones that he uses. So I feel like 619 is one of the best and it's more recognizable when anyone sees it, everyone knows it's a 619 and it's the most original and it's fun to watch and see Rey Mysterio do it, the legacy of the 619.
Anything you have to say to that, Chris?
Nah,
Nope.
nah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so I think they're both fantastic moves. They're both iconic moves. Yes, the frog splash is more iconic, but you got one thing wrong, Chris.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you disrespect Eddie like that.
Eddie did not invent the frog splash.
Oh.
It's not an insult, but it's the truth. He was not the first man to ever hit a frog splash. But Rey Mysterio is the first man to ever hit a 619. And the 619 is personally one of my favorite combo moves ever. So I'm
No.
going to personally give it to the 619. Eddie Guerrero 0, Rey Mysterio 2. Next category. The third category is the overall move set. Berman, who has the best move set out of these two and why?
I'm gonna give it to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has a lot of great high flying moves. He has a nice bulldog. He does a bulldog from the up top. He does the springboards. He does the sliding under the ropes into a splash, which is a great move. He does the sliding under the ropes again into the sunset flip powerbomb. He does a bunch of great high flying, the seated senton. He does great cross bodies. It's so high flying. It's perfect for his style of wrestling. And that's how good Rey Mysterio is, how good flying is. And he keeps on inventing new types of move to use depending for every match. So that's why I say Rey Mysterio has the best move set.
Chris?
And I'll give you that, Berman. Rey Mysterio is a very athletic dude. Agile. You can't discredit Eddie Guerrero. Just because he's kind of the same ballpark as Rey Mysterio, he's very athletic too. But I like Eddie a bit more to him because he has a bit of an edge to him. And as the title announces, he lies, steals, and lies, steals, and cheats. He also does dirty moves alongside his springboard dives, his outside dives, shit, even his fucking leverage pins. And it's just so much to it. Like you said, like even to this day, Ray still honors Eddie and uses many of his moves to this day, as many other guys do. And just for that, I have to give it to Eddie because overall his legacy left an important mark for a lot of people. So therefore, his moveset is being inspired and being used to this day. So that kind of says it. So I got to give it to Eddie Guerrero for his
All right,
moveset.
Berman. What do you think about that?
No, it's completely fair. I just feel like 6-1, the move sets for him has a lot of great moves and just in general. And I think he has more, what's it called? More variety with a lot of this, how
Rey
flying.
Mysterio or Eddie?
Yeah. No, Rey Mysterio. Don't get me wrong. I think Eddie has a lot of great moves, and everyone uses it, including Logan Paul. But Rey Mysterio has invented a lot of moves and has used a variety of different types of moves.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Chris, anything else you have to say?
No, that's fair. I'll leave that to you, Chief.
All right. I think both these guys have fantastic move sets, and their move sets and how good their in-ring ability was are one of the reasons why I'd probably put both these guys in my top 10 or near my top 10 of all time. So, with that being said, it's a very, very close competition between these two. But the one with the slight edge is Eddie. Eddie Guerrero 1, Rey Mysterio 2. Next category. The fourth category are the mic skills. Chris, who has the better mic skills, Eddie or Ray?
It's Eddie. You know why?
Why?
Because Rey Mysterio sounds like he smokes like 6 packs a day and the man can barely talk. Unlike Eddie, who's charismatic and no matter what you give him, he's the best shit talker, the best face, and the best heel. And he doesn't sound like he smokes cigarettes every day for his life. So therefore, Eddie's the better person on the mic. Thank you.
Berman, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I don't know about that much about it. Mic skills for Rey Mysterio, I think he has great mic skills. Yeah, he does have a very raspy, I'm gonna call it raspy voice, very low voice. But his mic, his speaking skills has shown a lot. How he has a lot of inspirations, and he talks about his familia, his family, and he talks a lot about his surrounded families, his friends, his kids, Dominic Mysterio. He talks a lot about his everyone around him. That's his inspiration, and that's how his mic skills kind of reflect how he is in real life, a family man. He and he's a good mic skill. He talks a lot of great crap against a lot of different people, including the times with Eddie Guerrero. So for me, mic skills goes to Ray.
All right. Anything else you have to say, Chris?
No, that was it. That's the only joke I got.
All right. I think they're both amazing, but I'm going to make this quick. Eddie Guerrero. Eddie
Ah,
2. Ray 2. Next category. Next category. Who's the better face? Chris, you said he's the better face, but why?
because he's not as preachy as Eddie Guerrero. I mean, crap, as Rey Mysterio. And a good example to show off his goofiness, and I think it's the best portrayal of his face character, is when he was like quote unquote dating China. If you guys remember that shit, like the ultimate simp. He was so funny and comedic, dude. He was just how could you not love him, dude? It was so great. I've never been more entertained than this whole damn like this couple dynamic that was happening around the time with China and Eddie, and it just showed a case off so perfectly, dude. They played off each other so well, and it's just him being nerdy and goofy, and it's great, man. And even before WWE, he wasn't he like a face as the Jaguar? Wasn't he in New Japan?
I believe so.
Well, that too. I'm not too familiar with Japan, so don't quote me on that. But I think he's more entertaining. I mean, sure, Ray is like the perfect baby face or whatever, but who is it, man? I mean, it's been done before. John Cena's done it. A lot of the other guys, Kurt Angle, done it. Like, come on, personality wise, give it to Eddie for the face.
All right, Berman, what do you have to say?
So to me, yeah, like personality, but I think Rey Mysterio has the best because how he's pretty much the ultimate underdog. Everyone roots for him to try to win. He's that type of face character who you would 100% root for. You never want to hate him. You never want to like disrespect him. He's has a legacy of making luchador how it is, and that's why. And he is a face, he pretty much made everyone love him and make themselves a luchador. There's so many, so that shows how good he was as a face, inspiring a legacy of great luchadors. So and how good he is as talking talking as a face, trying to talk about his family, is talking about Dominic Mysterio, talking about his how he's a great family man. So to me, he's one of the best faces. Ray.
Okay. So overall, do you have anything else to say, Chris?
No, sir.
All right. I think they are both great faces. They both provided a lot of entertainment over the years. But the one of the best faces of all time is Rey Mysterio. So Eddie Guerrero 2, Rey Mysterio 3. Next category. Next category, category 6. Who is the better heel? Now, Berman, who is the better heel?
I can't lie because I don't remember seeing a lot of Rey Mysterio heel version style. So, and I feel like Eddie just has a lot better. So I actually got to root for Eddie because I think he's just one of the best. He's one of the best heels, and with his theme song "Lie, Cheat, and Steal," it shows how big he is as a heel. So I gotta pick Eddie for now.
Oh,
Chris?
Rey Mysterio.
All right, then that leads to my final vote. 1-1. I have the even play field here. So, they have picked their opponents. Chris has picked his opponent, Rey Mysterio, while Berman has picked his opponent, Eddie Guerrero. Now, this is a very tough and vicious and close. No, it's not. It's Eddie Guerrero. So, Eddie 3, Rey Mysterio 3. Final category. Who had a better best match between Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio? This is the 7th and final category. So, Berman, what is your pitch? What is your match, and why did you pick it? My bad, y'all.
Yeah, I picked the Rey Mysterio versus Will Ospreay match, and it was at a tournament cup match. I can't remember the name of the tournament, but it was a very long time ago.
WCW World Cup in 2017.
Thank you. And this is when Will Ospreay was the aerial assassin, and when he was a Chaos member, not an United Empire before. So this was probably one of the best matches between these two, and probably one of the best matches, luchador type of matches or high flying matches. It had so many great counters, so many great moments for these two, like Will Ospreay doing the 619 to Rey Mysterio, and so many great mat, great moments. What's it called, the bulldog from the top rope, these all the combos and these the sliding splash on the apron. Like it's so many great things, and it's just the perfect showing of a great luchador match or the best high flying match you would ever see these two do. And I can't wait to see if they ever do another match between these two because these two can have the second best match of the high flying. So this is why I picked it, and it should win.
All right. Now, that is a masterpiece, in my personal opinion. What is your pick, Chris?
It's a masterpiece, but it won't be as legendary as my pick for Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero for the World Championship. If we want to talk about like the odds are against you, this is literally peak Brock Lesnar, okay? This isn't this farmer shit. This is literally the beast before they overused it. And then, of course, he lost to Roman Reigns, but we're not going to talk about that. But anywho, this match has so many good spots. And for the majority of it, I'm not going to lie, when I first saw it, I didn't expect like Eddie Guerrero to come on top because he was just getting his ass kicked for like almost half the match. But the unthinkable dude, Eddie just has to like do his dirty tricks. He has to do whatever it takes to defeat the beast, and ultimately he does. It's a beautiful moment, and it's just so
And
much.
bet on a Goldberg spear.
That too, it was like what's there not to enjoy, man? Like it was literally the perfect moment for Eddie. Brock put on a good match too, and it demonstrated the case for Eddie. Unfortunately, of the news that would eventually happen, the run didn't really last because Eddie did pass away. But overall, it's an excellent match. It's a good send off, and if anything, it's great. It's a good classic. So I'm gonna give it to Brock Lesnar.
A good classic,
Good classic,
indeed. So
certified.
and you said you're gonna give it to Brock Lesnar. Are you alright?
No, I'm gonna cry a little bit. Yeah.
Oof. Well, I made Chris sad. Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh,
Anyways, both these matches are 10 out of 10 without a doubt. Oh man, they're both legendary, except one is more legendary. The winner and overall better wrestler is going to Eddie Guerrero, with his match, Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar, being better. Eddie 4, Ray 3 is the final score. What are your thoughts, guys?
Great. It's okay. I knew it was gonna be a very close match, and I thought maybe my Will Ospreay was probably better in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, Brock Lesnar versus Eddie was a great moment, and I don't blame him. I think Eddie deserves to win with how he ended, his life ended. So we'll give respects to Eddie and his family. He's one of the best wrestler today.
exactly. And I don't mean to discredit you, Birdman, because I'm not gonna lie, that Will Ospreay versus Ray was so good. Even the
It's incredible.
it's incredible too because Ray's such a good guy because he even gave like Will Ospreay that little speech at the end, and like even Will Ospreay was on the mic like was like, man, this means so much, and he couldn't become he had to become a face after
Yeah,
that.
the match literally was a face turn. Yeah.
Like there was no
And
way.
on the planned face turn. But yeah, really cool shit, man.
They're both
That
great.
was it's one of the best matches of both Ray's and Will's career. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, they're both in my top 10, top 15, around that area of all time. So undeniable. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode. I've been Daniel,
I've been Berman.
And Chris, man,
and thank you all again for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel out. Please help us get ourselves out there. We'd love to get this to the point where we can make a living off of this. That would be fantastic. So yeah, see you all in the next one.